Hey, it's White Boy Chris. If the Pat Downs ever made you laugh, then join our Patreon and support us. Get bonus content, a t-shirt, or an autographed copy of Rabbit, Miss Pat's autobiography. Visit MissPatComedy.com for the link to the Patreon, and while you're there, join our Facebook group.
Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. We're still quarantined here at my house with social distance. What is it, Deon?
Distancing.
Like a motherfucker. We'll be back after the music.
You better get up, get out, and tune in to this podcast. This Pat spit the truth, spit the real fact. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not your same lines. That's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time. Just tune in, put your lock on the spin down. Ain't no need for the wait and turn it up now. What you talking about? Is it real though? And cut the game, you get no play like Nintendo. You wasted time, turn it up, nothing but the ugly. Straight off the top, everything she say, you know it's funny. Full blast, this a taste of the future. Listen on your iPhone, on your desktop computer. Share it, tweet it, ain't no way to beat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up and gon' repeat it.
You watch that show, McMillions?
I've watched like half of it.
It's pretty good.
Is that the McDonald's show?
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched it. I keep hearing about it. I still gotta watch the fucking Tiger movie, but I'm so hooked on
Still haven't watched Tiger King?
No, because I was watching Money Heist, which you couldn't get into, but
I'm on the third episode.
That shit is the best. I ain't seen TV like that, y'all. I ain't been into a series like that in a long fucking time because I'm a blacklist type of person. I'm a blind spot type of person. I like shoot 'em up movies. I like drive-by killing.
See, I like watching comedies. I'm not more of a like I don't do the dramas as much. I was into CSI when it first came out, but then it was the same thing over and over and over again.
That's Garyana shit. She like CSI and don't you like CSI?
Oh. She's too grown now.
Oh, she's too grown now. But I used to like I just I just watched this show called Extraction on Netflix.
Is that a movie?
Documentary?
No, that's a movie.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
with Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah,
Thor?
that shit was so wild, y'all. It had me ducking in my office. God, dang, you just gonna stab the nigga in the eye with a pickpocket, nigga? And they gonna show the eyeball come out like a meatball on a stick.
I tell you, it's so fun to watch movies with Miss Pat, Chris.
Why?
Because she gets immersed or she falls asleep.
Do you do that in the theater too?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. We went and saw Avengers, the 3-hour one. Yeah. She fell asleep.
Man, I had to watch that motherfucking hour increments. So what I did is I went to the movie with somebody else and watched the first hour and a half of it, and I fell asleep. So when I went with Deon, I knew I had already saw the first part, so I fell asleep and woke up on the part that I didn't see. Yeah, so I saw it like 3-4 times, but it was so fucking long. When you in your 40s, you just can't sit there for that long on your vagina and piss. I had to piss, and then I just went to sleep.
You're never like still. You're just always in motion, and I'm somewhat similar. And if you just sit still, if you're that type of person, you sit still for more than 30 minutes, you just get tired. I could see how you'd fall asleep because that's the only time you're not moving.
Avenger, that movie also started off slow too.
Yeah.
So when it's kind of slow like that, you really don't know which way. I'm gonna take a nap, wake up and wait these motherfuckers get to fight and shit. So I don't want to see all the love story in the mailbox. It's bullshit. I don't see all that bullshit. I just want to get to the action.
I'm surprised that you'd see you don't strike me as a superhero person.
But the way these movies are done, I don't think they don't. To me, they don't qualify as superhero movies.
What?
Like they're not your
What way?
they're not your typical Batman, Joker type.
Right.
Batman.
I think
Pow.
Blam.
Boom. Bang. If you didn't know how to read no words, you knew what Batman would punch a nigga. Bam. B-A-N-D or B-A-N-B.
B-A-N-D. Band.
B-A-M-B. Bam. Boom. Like the B-hole and boom. That's the most reading a nigga got when she was watching Batman. Bam. Boom. Pow. Chow. You know I spell all them licks he was giving out. Yo, I used to love Wonder Woman when I was coming up. Wonder Woman was my shit because it was Paradise Island. Like if you look at it now, it was really a bunch of gay bitches on the island. No dick nowhere. Paradise Island, that is a fucking gay clan. But when I was little, I said, I want to go live amongst the strong bitches, just like them. And I remember, you think TV is real. So I'm in the project over my cousin's house. They lived in my house. I think we lived in Bankhead Court. It was the only time we ever lived in the project. And I'm spinning around on the top bump of the fucking bump bed. And the projects, they didn't give a nigga no carpet. It was just straight concrete junk. It was jail without the doors. Oh. Nigga, I'm spinning around on that motherfucker, and my forehead went first and hit that concrete. I had 3 foreheads for about 4 months. That was the hardest knot to get off the front of my fucking head. Ice couldn't cure calm. Nothing could get that.
What just happened?
Cure calm.
It's manifesting itself years later. That hitting the head.
You know what cure calm is, don't you?
No.
What?
I don't even know what you're saying.
Cure calm. How you pronounce it? Cure calm.
Cure.
Impossible.
Is it the stuff? What's the stuff you put on the mosquito?
It's the red stuff that go in your hair. Cure calm.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I never.
Can we call Lifeline?
I'm about to.
I've never had a knot on my head that lasts 3 or 4 months.
Oh, it was the biggest fucking.
We had carpet.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
Yeah, we did too. Yeah.
We didn't have no fucking carpet. Garrett.
In the mic.
Yeah.
Garrett, what? Tell me what I'm trying to say. Curacom?
What are you trying to say? Curacom? What do you do?
The red stuff to put on your sores.
I don't know. Iodine or something?
What's the stuff you put on your mosquito bites?
Calamine.
No, the red stuff that your mama then will put on your sores and stuff. They used to call it Curacom, didn't they?
I don't know. I thought you were talking about iodine or something.
All right, bye. I call somebody older than you. Sometimes you have to call the old bitches in your life.
She was so poor, her remedies were from the 40s. So she's got it takes a while to catch up, you know?
That's so fucked up. You had to put hardtack on you.
A hardtack? Fuck is a hardtack?
Like a horse.
You don't know what hardtack is?
Hold on.
I'm surprised I didn't have it.
Hello?
Miss Jenny.
Yes?
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Curacom.
Mercurochrome? You talking about the medicine?
Yeah, what is it called?
I think it's mercurochrome.
Mercurochrome. Where the fuck I get Curacom from?
Because your name is Patricia.
that was the nicest shade I've ever heard anyone throw.
Mercurochrome, that's what it's called. And you get, but my mama put.
I've heard of Mercurochrome.
Okay, yeah. Well, I used to call it Curachrome because that's what my mama called it. When I fell out the bed and I got that big ass knot on my forehead, she like, get your ass now, put that goddamn Curachrome on your forehead. So now, when you put the Curachrome on your head, it leave a big ass red spot. So now I'm looking like a fat Indian by the forehead because I got this big ass red dot on the top of my motherfucking head. It looked like I've been to a moth.
Was this stuff from 1847? Look at the bottle.
Yeah, that's the shit they put on your forehead. That shit worked really good while you laughing.
Well, the bottle looks like you got it at the apothecary.
Snake salesman.
Yeah, that shit.
Gather round.
Mercurochrome. Yeah, that shit works. That shit works for everything. Sores, everything. Black folks use this shit like.
Did they have cocaine in it?
No, it didn't have crack in it, but this shit worked for like sores and knots and like all types of shit. Mercurochrome. You put it on your, like your cuts and stuff.
Mercurochrome.
Mercurochrome. My mama called it Curachrome. and we knew what she was talking about. and she put that shit on my forehead every day, and I look like a fucking big head Indian, like a little dot, like I had just left the mosque. So Wonder Woman was one of my favorite shows.
Who's that?
It?
That's Quisha.
Just send that to me privately, please.
I got you.
No. They were up here showing Quisha titty with
You
no
guys are
fucking...
right. It's the whole titty.
Quisha got the biggest areola I ever seen in my life. She got the ugliest
Those are
titty.
nice, though.
They look like flying saucers.
I'm so mad that I missed her.
Frisbees.
She was here today.
Yeah, she just left. She put on my wig. She did my hair.
It was looking delicious.
I told her, I said, bitch, how are you cute in the motherfucking pandemic with a mask on? Who the fuck is cute with a mask on? I picked up on the airport. I said, you look, Quisha is really pretty. But if you ever pay attention to her feet, the bitch toes is never done. You see my toes now? Her toes look worse than my motherfucking toe. And my toe.
His fat toes look like turtles.
Oh, those are sandals. Okay, those are white sandals. Sorry.
Fucking Chris. But Quisha got the, her toenails ain't never done. And she will pop on her expensive shoe with the fucking polish all crushed and the feet be smooth, but the toes itself look like they been in a grinder.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never looked at Quisha's feet.
Yeah, I never
My eyes never go that low.
got that low. No.
Yeah, you should have seen them today. They was fucked up. I said, Quisha, how you wear open toe shoes and fly on a flight with your Fendi slippers with fucking feet that look like they motherfucking had, like they were poor people?
Are you sending that to me or not?
Not right now.
Oh,
We're
God.
podcasting. You can wait.
No. So she flew from Atlanta to Indianapolis and was here for like 2 hours.
3 hours. She been here since 9 o'clock this morning, 9:30 this morning.
She said the plane was empty.
Two people
There were
on the
two
whole
people
phone.
on the plane. Yeah.
Yeah, I flew my hairstylist.
I think
in
I'd be
on a
afraid
private
to
jet.
only fly with.
She said they giving you mask and wipes on the plane.
Well, not even that. It's just, if that plane crashed, don't nobody give a fuck what nobody on it. They ain't gonna
Oh,
come
we
looking
lost
for you.
4 people. Who gives a
Yeah,
fuck?
they ain't even
That's
gonna
a
like,
small
phone
check
niggas.
for Delta.
Right.
That's a small check for Delta. And then Delta was like, wait a minute. The nigga was in first class when he was supposed to be in coach. He don't get paid. Speaking of coach, I was talking to Deon the other day about my first kid's father.
This story.
So my first kid's father is like 55 years old,
Okay.
but the nigga still be roller skate. He is a good.
Can't be 55 now.
He is 55. He
Has
was
to be
born in
like
64.
65.
No, we 10 years apart, like 10, almost 10 years apart.
So
he's born
60.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
55.
Okay.
Yeah, he's almost 60. I'm 48.
Yeah.
I thought you were 49.
No.
You 48. He was 12 years older than you, right?
No, he was, like something like
No,
that.
he was 10 years old. He was 22. You were 12.
Yeah. So he's like 55, 56 this
This
year.
math.
Something like that.
You need an epidemiologist to figure this math out.
So he's still roller skate, right?
Right.
So I was talking to him on the phone. He called me up. He was like, "Yo, why you didn't tell me my son's sick? My child's sick." I said, "First of all, you don't have a child, okay? My son is 33 years old. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. And you wait till a nigga get a pandemic, nigga, before you want to call. We ain't heard." I said, "First of all, nigga, we ain't heard from you in over 10 years. All you do is wave at a bitch on Facebook."
10 years? Wait, what? He just waves at you?
Yeah, he waves at me all the time on Facebook. Hey, and I wave right back. Hey, nigga, because I'm waiting on him to write a complete sentence. So I know he's not gonna write the sentence because he can't. He worse than me. So make a long story short.
That's really bad.
No.
Fuck you.
Last episode
I've
was called
learned a lot.
Social Disconnect.
Social disconnect. So we sitting there. I'm sitting there talking to him because I like to talk to him because, you never know what you get out of somebody out of a conversation. So, after he check on,
Show prep.
after he check on his son for about 5 or 6, 10 minutes, then he started talking, right? And so I said, "What you been doing with yourself lately?" He said, "Oh, I'm still roller skating." I said, "Nigga, you still roller skating?" He said, "Shit, I'm the shit." He said, "I be hitting backward flips and splits." I said, "At 55, nigga, they need to lock your motherfucking old ass up. Roller skate, hitting flips and shit." So
Still getting that skating rink money.
yeah.
Sounds like.
So I'm talking to him, And I hear him crank up a car. And I said, hold on, dude. I said, you got your driver's license back? To my shit, no, I ain't got my driver's license back. I'm like, your license still suspended after almost 30 years? To my
Nigga, I thought I was bad. My shit was suspended for 8 years.
It's been 30-something years. His license still is suspended.
I drove 6 months. I'm like, it's got to be 2 years, 30 years. Why am I even surprised?
So I said, for what? He said, well, I finally caught up on about 3 of my baby mama back child support. And when I catch up on a few more, I can get my license back. He said, but they said if I pay $4,000 and get some insurance, I can get my license back. He said, won't you help a nigga out? I said, well, what?
He had the audacity.
He was like, you don't want to give back? I said, to who? He's like, oh, you don't forgot where you came from? I said, well, from where? He goes to my, no lie, y'all. He said, oh, you too good to give back where you came from? I said, well, who the fuck I'm gonna give to? He's like, these crackheads still be asking about you. I said, nigga, you still on that same corner? How the fuck them crackheads still remember me after 30-something years? That boy was some good dope. So he get in the car, he crack at the car. I said, hold on, dude, you driving? He said, yeah, I'm driving. I said, you got your license back? He said, no, I ain't got my license back. I said, what you do when the police pull off? He said, shit, I drive my skates on. Police pull me over, bitch. I jump out and get out on their ass on the skate.
He drives with his skates on.
He hits the brake with the stopper.
And he skates away.
It sounds like the Hamburglar. Rubble.
You know, Reno 911 with Nick Swartzen. Yeah, but tug job and a soda. That's what I have in my mind, only black.
I said, how the fuck do you drive with 13 skates on? He wears size 13. And the skate got 4-wheel. Don't they be sliding off the brakes and stuff? I'm like, God. I said, won't you just get your license back? Give me $4,000. I said, nigga, you're never gonna get no license waiting on me.
$4,000. I can't blame him. Fucking keep riding them skates. I'd do the same.
He used to skate to the bus stop and get on this bus with his skates on and then skate down to his job when they let him off. I'm like, you just should have skated to work. But he always
back.
He always said, I'm healthy. Nigga, you don't have a choice. You can't do what healthy people do, like ride in the car legally. You don't have a choice, you ugly motherfucker.
I can't believe you talked to him.
I like talking to him. That's what my actually like. Get out the phone, that motherfucker. I actually like talking to him. It's nothing like talking to your ex and he know he fucked up.
Right.
So I'm nice like that. I don't try to rub anything.
Bored like that.
I've always tried to be nice to him because it take energy to be an asshole.
Yeah.
So I just rather, if he called and I have to, what I don't like about this dude, I do not like him.
There's 54 episodes and counting.
I don't like him. I don't like reminiscing with him. Like he always telling me what he remember about our relationship. Well, I think it was so.
Remember that time you waited in the car for 2 hours?
Remember that
trauma? So I could get some skating money.
People usually don't like talking about their trauma with their abuser. I don't know. It's weird. God. You are the most special, and I don't mean that in a bad way, the most special person I've ever met. I cannot imagine having a conversation with that guy and you're laughing, having fun with him.
Oh yeah, I talked to him the other day. Last time I talked to him, when my son got sick, I talked to him for 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, and
what do you guys talk about?
Just I'm a comic, so I listen to stuff people say.
Yeah.
And see what I can pick up, and if it's something happen, it happen. If magic happen, it don't. But I just talked to him. And we talked about my son. He talked about his other baby mamas, and he was telling me about his current girlfriend, and they just moved into their new room in the house.
What do her parents think?
Well, she didn't sound like much anyway.
How old was she?
I didn't ask. He won't tell me. So I always ask him, did he see me on Netflix? I don't watch no comedy. I see you a goddamn lie, bitch. You be talking to Siri. Siri, find comedian Miss Pat. Because I can't spell it. So we just talking. We talked about my son and, just shit like that. I mean, I don't like him to say grandkids, his grandkids, because I'm like, you ain't got no grandkids now.
Has he ever apologized? Has he ever showed any remorse?
No, he don't think he did anything wrong. I told y'all, I think I said this before on one episode. I think when people do you wrong, especially like abuse you like that, I think you want an apology. Like I really wanted an apology from him. So I called him up one day and I said, why did you sleep with a 12-year-old? And that's when I cut him off. He said, well, your mind and body wasn't 12. And after that, I was like, that's it. That was the last time he ever really made me cry.
I couldn't even fathom putting my lips to say something that fucked up.
Well, I think
you're a decent person.
Like,
well,
I can't
hurt people.
Yeah.
So, so many other things he been hurt. And I think I've
been hurt too. But I ain't never fucked a 12-year-old and said your mind and body wasn't 12. Like, what? No, we're not using that excuse. I got lots of scars on my arms and legs. That ain't never made me fuck a kid and be like, but you wasn't a kid in your... Like, what? No.
It's just the law.
Yeah, that's not acceptable. I get hurt people, but that's some deep...
I think it's what's egregious is the lack of growth. Like if you're 22 and hurt, that's one thing, but if you're 60 and go, well,
I'm still busting flips and no,
yeah, like
well, I'm no longer that little girl he can control anymore. So literally, he can't stand me. Yeah. Like we can only talk sometime for so long, and then he wants to say it. I was a good daddy. I said, well, how was you a good daddy when all I got was like $7 child support for 2 kids? Well, I paid when they asked me to pay. Motherfucker, that couldn't even.
You know what a good daddy does? He doesn't have to pay because he's there.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear that. That's fucking stupid. I don't want people to think
our relationship is tarnished because I left. And like,
that's not the reason it's tarnished.
I grew up on him. See, when you being abused and controlled by something, especially like an older man with a younger woman, anybody manipulate you when you grow up. And you realize the situation you in, and you decide to leave, that controller is so pissed off. Yeah. That's why some of them go kill the women. Yeah. Like Ike showed up with Tina Turner, bitch with a gun. Like, what you gonna do, Ike, motherfucker? What you gonna do? You know,
narcissists hate when their victims turn on them.
Yeah,
because narcissists view, and I'm not saying he is, I don't know, but like what they hate is because they view that person as an extension of them and an actor in their drama, and when that actor starts telling them lines, that makes them mad. No, you're in my drama. It's
you
like
remember when old boy showed up at the courthouse on old girl? The first thing we reviewed, what was that movie?
Abducted and Plain.
Yeah, when he said, what was her name? Jane, don't be putting out that book, Jane.
Yeah.
So it's like that, I think he see, cause as a kid you think you're in love. I'm 12 years old. I think I'm in love and shit. And I remember saying to him, I would never have a baby by nobody. I don't ever want nobody with you. It's just you. And I remember walking around as young as I was, I love him. Right. That's all I wrote all day. I love him, and I really did. Then when my husband came along. And I remember when I had I had a baby, my first child by my husband that died, and I'm in the hospital recovering, and I get a phone call, and it's him, and he was like, "How you doing?" And I said, "I'm fine. I'm a little sad," and he said, "Well, look at it like this." I said, "Wait," somebody said, "Well, you say you never want to have no baby by nobody else, and then you ain't got no baby by nobody else." That's literally what he called me at the hospital and said.
Which he said. Well, look at it like this. I braced myself. You knew it was, that's the worst.
That is some low down.
I didn't expect that. And I hung up the phone and I cried. I ain't tell my husband. He probably here now because he in the other room. And I just said, but you know what? When, like I said, hurt people. Any way he could get a chance to hurt me, because when I got my husband, I didn't see the dude anymore.
Yeah.
And then we ended up moving. He didn't know where the fuck I was at. I didn't see him. I was out raising kids.
Has your husband now, have they ever met? Have they interacted? Have they did he ever get visitation with the kids? Did he ever try?
No, he never really tried. He, and I remember when I first got my husband, and you do like most ghetto chicks do, fuck that nigga, this your new daddy, call this nigga right here daddy. And my husband stopped me. He said, "Hey, I'm not their daddy. I'm here for them, but that's their daddy. And we're never gonna take his rights away from him." And so I never allowed my kids to call him daddy. They always call my husband Gary, but they tell everybody that's their daddy. And then later on they started calling him Pops on his own. But no, he never allowed me to push my kids off on him.
Which
like
you can
that.
tell that's a good man. Like not engaging in the petty stuff. Like you can tell that's...
Yeah, and I remember when I was fighting for child support and it wasn't shit, he was like, man, let that man have that. We'll be all right. And when I was on welfare and I started to work, and a lot of time when you pissed off at your ex, you would do little evil shit like go apply for welfare, then have him locked up for child support. So
That happened to my dad.
literally, he was like, stop asking that man for shit. So I stopped asking him for shit. I got off welfare and I moved on. And I think that's what's the crazy part about him is it's the moving on, because I was that little girl that you had control of, and then I grew up into this strong woman who wasn't going to take your bullshit no more, and realized all the bullshit that you had taken me through, and I realized he wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
And that shit pisses him off. Oh my God. When I tell you, when I'm in Atlanta, every now and then, I haven't did it in a long time. I think about 5 or 6 years ago. I just stop up at his little Jiffy Lube job and I want to say hi. And
Got any coupons, nigga?
How much Gucci are you wearing? Like, do you wear like the most expensive outfit you can?
no, one
Do you
time I
take
was
his skates?
one time I went to his job with my friend Cortland, and he's like, "What does this nigga look like?" And he popped up behind the car. He scared the shit out of the car. God damn! When you see him, he's not attractive at all to me anymore. Like
Right.
he's really ugly. And people, I was like, "You kidding me?" That's the first thing you seen him, Nee.
Yeah. It was like it had to be a 12-year-old to be like, yeah, okay. Fuck.
See, I get the same reaction every time I show him to everybody. They be like, "You tell the goddamn lie." when he came to my daughter's graduation, my godmama said, "Well, Ashley, daddy," I said, "That him right there." She said, "Now you need to go and stop lying in the name of Jesus." I said, "No."
What is it physically? What's wrong with him? Is he just
ugly?
How would you describe it, Deon?
A black pedophile. Just whatever that picture is, he's black. And that's what the nigga looked like. Just like, God damn, yeah, he did it. Guilty motherfucker right here. He did it.
Can you have a conversation with him now? Because, I mean, to me, it feels like you're totally healed from it. And so that's why you can talk to him, is because you've moved on so far.
I moved on. I found something that he was never able to give me, which was true love. I'm doing good. You know, I think when you with him, I didn't love myself. I loved him. I love myself now. So I think that's the biggest difference. When you can stand on your own feet and say, "I love me,"
Right.
I love me. Now, it's the extra shit is I got a man that truly loves me the way I should be loved. And I have for family and kids, and that's what he don't. It used to be all about him. Like when he would go cheap, I was like, "Oh my God, I just got to go buy him some outfit. He'll come back." You know how many times I caught him with girls with the jewelry on that I bought him? Or how many times I caught him with girls and they fucking got on shit I bought him or in a car I bought him. So it's just like, you know, like they say,
I get mad when an ex wears my hoodie. I can only imagine. I'm like, bitch, give me my hoodie back.
yeah, when that shit is so true. What you think is trash, somebody else will turn into treasure. And he literally tried to do everything not to pay any attention to me. We're gonna take a break and we're gonna come right back. I guess we keep talking about this guy. So we back. And you know, a lot of times people are asking me, they was like, "Are you glad it's over? Or would you change anything in your life?" I think everything you go through in life is a learning experience. I think God chooses us for each and every situation that we go through. Only the strong can survive. I truly believe God or whatever's out there in the universe don't put more on us than we can bear. So it was for some reason why I was supposed to hook up with this guy and become the person I am today. Because that relationship, what I learned from that relationship is I don't understand how people have 4 and 5 bad relationships. You know how you get a woman, that nigga dog, that nigga dog. Say, bitch, heartbreak hurt. I'd rather be shot Don't fucking don't be keep breaking my heart. Cause you know a gunshot wound can heal in 3 to 4 days if it's in the right place and it don't kill you. Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
3 or 4 days.
Well, I mean, you healing from if it don't hit no arteries, if it don't go through your heart, or
Make
go
sure
through
you're
your
back
head.
to work by Friday, nigga. I know you got shot on Monday. It only take 3 or 4 days.
But a heartbreak can go on
Rather
a
get
year.
Corona.
I mean, think about a heartbreak. You ever had your heart broken?
Oh yeah.
That shit hurt.
Yeah.
Now you just be walking. Oh, you only gonna cry over that gunshot wound when they get you out of the hospital. You up in there. You might be a little mad, but that pain, that gunshot wound pain, don't
That's
go
a
to
physical.
your
That's a
heart.
physical pain as opposed to psychological pain.
Yes, that psychological heartbreak pain.
Yeah.
That shit hurts, and it
took
can
me-
go on.
It took me years to heal from my divorce. I mean, I bet it took 3 to 4 years to finally get back to like normal after the divorce.
See, but that gunshot wound, you'd have been ready in 30 days, nigga.
I would rather get a
Let me shoot you in the leg, Chris. See
Yeah.
how long it takes.
ass, whatever. Just avoid the artery.
I'm telling you, when it's a I'm telling you, when it's that heartbreak is fucking is rough. It's rough.
So how long do you think it took you from your ex to your husband to be completely? Because I know you said you did that prayer.
I did that prayer way before Rihanna ever did it, and I did it real too. I didn't get on my knees and praise Jesus. I said, look, Lord, I'm coming to you for real. I'm sick of this nigga. I've asked you many times to heal this nigga and make him into a good father, but tonight I come to you and say, fuck that nigga, heal me. I don't want him no more, Lord. I'm tired of these gonorrhea, crabs, and fleas, and nigga punching me in my eye. And I cussed the whole prayer. And literally, I'm not lying to y'all. When I woke up the next day, I did not desire him. That Friday, that's the weekend I met my husband.
That's awesome.
I did not desire him, and I never thought I would see myself with somebody else. I did not desire him at all. At all.
It's awesome that you went from in that short time of like it took me a long time to get to a place where I was attracted to normal. Like I went from, dating after my divorce and dating all the wrong people because you just are looking for chaos.
You just kept getting bitches look like your wife and your wife look like you. And so now
you're carrying that. I'm moving forward, Deon.
You just gonna go out to the open? Stand up for yourself, goddammit.
She knows what she
Don't
did.
take that from us.
I'm gonna go home and make a prayer.
A
So,
12-year-old victim. Don't take that from her.
but it took me like
Fight back, damn it.
it's great that Lord help me. It's great that you like saw Garrett for who he was and were attracted to it so quickly and were able and ready to like pursue that relationship.
he
without
wasn't my type, and I tell him that all the time. He was cute, a little too thick because first kid's father is skinny like Deon. But what really attracted me to him is that he spoke well. I needed that in my life for somebody to help me. He was very smart. And this is when I knew he wasn't no nigga. So one day he's sitting at my house.
Congratulations.
He's sitting at my house.
Here's your certificate.
He's so well
She
spoken.
turned into Joe Biden over here. He's so clean.
When I knew he wasn't a nigga, I walked in one day. He's at my house. And he was fucking watching Seinfeld. You know niggas didn't watch Seinfeld. So I said, what you watching that hunky ass shit for, Garrett? He was like, this a good show. I'm like, this bullshit. Niggas wasn't turned on to Seinfeld in the 90s.
I've spent like 20 minutes with Garrett, and it's like Garyana is a lot like Garrett. Like
She's a more radical than Garrett. Garrett's never going to speak the way Garyana speak. And
just that like cerebral.
He's a very patient man.
Yeah.
very patient.
Very patient.
Fuck you.
Well, no, you asked him to go help me with my tire, and he came out, didn't grumble once, drove me to the AutoZone, didn't grumble once. There was no like, he was just very, well, okay, let's try this then.
Yeah, he care. To me, he really put other people before him. Like if we eating, he'll wait till everybody else eat. And I'm like, stop it. You supposed to eat too. And like if he feel like he wanted seconds and he feel like if everybody else wanted, he'll put everybody else before him.
So he's got manners, Deon. That's what she never has seen anything like.
Because that last motherfucker I had, I don't know if I ever told y'all this story, but one time I ran out of gas. I told you that story. I ran out of gas one day and it was raining in Atlanta. And He's sitting there, and I said, "You gonna go get the gas?" He told me, "Shit, you should have put gas in your motherfucking car. You go get the gas." So he sat on the passenger side and sucked his thumb, and I walked to the gas station. And on the way back, this older man, picked me up and took me to my car. He said, "Wait a minute. If I know this lazy ass nigga was in the car, I would have never gave you no motherfucker ride. I would take my pocket knife out and stab this young nigga." That was the old man said.
You should have told him how old you were the first time you met him. He would have stabbed that motherfucker.
I was like 15. He probably would have stabbed him. He's like, he said, "I don't understand you, young girl. Y'all let these young niggas fuck y'all and not get no money." This old man was going the fuck out instead of putting the gas in my car.
My only frame of reference is the Coming to America barbershop. So I'm just picking one of those guys.
Yeah. He was like that. "You young dumbass women, I don't understand this shit. Where I come from, a woman would never have to walk to a gas station." And he just putting the gas in my car, cussing me the fuck out. And he didn't know me from A to Apple. And he never got out of the car. He stayed in the car because when he sucked his thumb, he used to rock like he was rocking back and forth like he was in a rocking chair.
Okay, or he was practicing. Okay. I never met him, but I do not like him.
Did you see him?
I've seen his picture. I've never met him in person.
Oh, I thought I took you to Jiffy Lube.
No.
I'm going to take you there.
We went to, I think it was your cousin's tire shop.
Oh, that was my cousin's tire shop. Yeah,
he
yeah.
there.
No, he don't work at the tire shop. He work at Jiffy Lube.
You don't have he's not a Facebook friend, is he? Do you have a picture?
He's actually a crack baby.
He is.
One of you motherfuckers let him in.
Chris?
I just blanket let everybody in. So let me see if I can.
Ashley got so bad. Did you block him? Because Ashley told y'all to block him.
I don't remember. Probably.
All right, Deon kicked him out because Ashley told him to. He fucked around and liked one of Ashley's pictures.
No.
And Ashley kicked him out.
Well, ruined the fun for everybody.
Yeah, so, but yeah, he was in the group. He followed everything I do. So it's okay. But the good part about life is all about picking it up and keeping it moving.
Yeah.
With a smile.
Or skates.
And we're going to roll out on that part right there. Thank y'all for joining another episode of The Pat Down. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at misspatcomedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.